Hello and welcome to another episode of Cake Talk TV. My name is Kristina and I own Aspen Charm Cakes and Pastries here in Denver, Colorado. And I also help cake designers double their bookings, charge $8 to $12 per slice for their cakes, and own a profitable and successful cake business that they absolutely love. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking about how many cake flavors you should actually have for your cake tastings, which is something that all of us do in our business in order to obtain the sale. We are hosting cake tastings with our most likely brides and wanting them to actually book with us. And I've conducted so many cake tastings in my business with all different types of flavors. And I found that just with a lot of research and other consumer marketing research that I've looked at, really applied it to my cake business in terms of how people make decisions for their just with whatever they're purchasing. So one thing that I found is that a lot of times people get overwhelmed if they have a lot of decisions to make or they have a lot of options. It's much harder for them to actually make a decision as opposed to if they actually have fewer options, they're going to make an easier decision. Think about whenever you go to a restaurant and there's a book, like a menu, and it's just long. So many different options. Cheesecake Factory is one of them that I found that they have like a very extensive menu. Sometimes it could just take a long time to just kind of like decide, okay, what do I want? Do I want this? Do I want that? And it can actually, you can actually prolong the decision on deciding on what you really want, as opposed to going to another restaurant to where they carefully selected the menu items and they know that everything is great, it's perfect, and depending on what your mood is, you're able to really make a decision much quicker because your options are more limited. I like to apply that same technique to my cake business. So during my cake consultations, what I like to do is I have 2 plates, a beautiful presentation. I have one for my bride and one for the groom. And I typically provide 6, maybe 7, depends on what I actually have from my kitchen. And that's what's going to be how many flavors that I actually like to present for my bride and the groom, so they can really easily pick and decide, hey, what cake flavors do I like, what do I don't like. I like to actually have the flavors already presented out as I have found to be the best buttercream filling cake combination. And I like to use this strategy because I like to really make my cake consultation a luxurious upscale feeling to really, it's like these are the best options where I feel are going to really work well. And this is really allows the customer, my client, to really think this is going to be the best combination and I like these flavorings together. I do tell my clients, hey, you can really swap chocolate out for vanilla or anything like that. Of course, they can really customize it as they like, but I like to present everything as I have found to be the best flavor combination, as opposed to having a cake with a filling and a buttercream. So then the customer is just kind of like dipping and dapping and everything like that and trying different things. The matrix of the whole equation is going to be a lot of flavor combinations to where a lot of times they can really be in an indecision to where they might need to go somewhere else and taste their cakes, which is something that I know you don't want. You want them to actually book with you at your cake tasting. That's very key. You want to actually close the sale at that cake tasting so you have another booking on your calendar. And when people are easily making those decisions, they're able to really know what they want and then move on to that next task in terms of planning their wedding or their event. So that has really worked extremely well for me. I know what cake flavors that I'm going to be laying out for my clients before they meet with me. If they do have a specific flavor that they're requesting, I make sure that I include that because a lot of times that really will seal the deal in terms of booking that customer, having a custom flavor. That has worked in my experience 100% of the time. And when I didn't actually have a flavor that they requested, I did not actually book that customer. So I hope this video has really helped you to really kind of understand the psychology on how many flavors you can have for your cake business, some different options and everything. I will talk about in another episode what flavors you should actually have for your cake tasting, just to really help you know like what flavors you should really have. I have a free resource that you just have to download. It's going to be linked below. It's going to be my 4 booking strategies to double your bookings for your cake business. I have tons of strategies to help you make more money in your cake business, but these are going to be the 4 best booking strategies that are really going to take your cake business to the next level and really expand your orders, your network, so you're constantly having orders flow in. These strategies have worked for myself and worked for my clients, and I know they're going to work for you. So make sure that you download that free guide below, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you can get amazing videos on how to actually help you with your cake business every single week. I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next Cake Talk TV. Take care. Bye.